In a discovery that could rewrite the destiny of an entire nation, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has just uncovered 40 tons of gold that had mysteriously vanished from Burkina Faso's reserves years ago. But this isn't just a treasure find. It's a story of betrayal, foreign conspiracy, and a leader determined to reclaim what rightfully belongs to his people. And the way he found it? No one saw this coming. Present a cinematic, urgent tone, a dusty warehouse in an abandoned mining town. Soldiers pry open rusted containers. Inside, bricks of gold. Voiceover teases that this gold had been missing for years, stolen in a complex web of corruption. Go back to the initial disappearance, when and how Burkina Faso's gold reserves were looted. Explain foreign mining companies, corrupt intermediaries, and political chaos that allowed the theft. Show maps of gold transport routes and possible smuggling paths. Detail how Captain Traoré began suspecting that some of the stolen gold never left the country. Intelligence reports hinted at hidden stashes in old French-controlled mining facilities. Mention coded communications intercepted by his security team. Describe the covert mission launched by Traoré's elite security forces. No official announcement. A night raid deep in Burkina Faso's remote mining belt. Soldiers using satellite imaging and drone surveillance to locate abandoned shafts. Build tension. First, empty warehouses and sealed tunnels. Then, one rusted container that wouldn't open. When it finally does, gold bars stacked floor to ceiling, about 40 tons worth over $2 billion. Reactions of soldiers, stunned silence followed by cheers. Immediate media coverage around the world. Mining companies and certain foreign governments go silent. Traoré announces that the gold will be secured in the Central Bank for National Development. Crowds in Ouagadougou celebrating. Analysts calling this the single largest asset recovery in Africa in a decade. Citizens hopeful that this will fund schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. Tease the next mystery. Intelligence suggests more hidden gold reserves in neighboring countries. Open with grainy leaked footage of soldiers loading gold bars onto military trucks under floodlights. Audio of a radio operator saying, "We've got it, Captain." All of it. Burkina Faso, 40 tons of gold, missing for over a decade, has just been found. But the truth about where it was hidden will shock the world. Flashback to 10 years ago. A political crisis, foreign mining firms packing up overnight. Official records claim the gold had been exported, but insiders suspected it never left West Africa. Rumors swirled that the gold was kept as a private reserve for corrupt elites and their foreign backers. After coming to power, Traoré reviews old central bank ledgers and finds impossible discrepancies. A whistleblower, a retired mining engineer, tells him about sealed storage containers in a forgotten mine near the Ghana border. Aerial drones are sent in but detect unusual heat signatures underground, as if there were hidden generators running. Traoré orders a classified military operation. Elite units disguise themselves as civilian transport workers to avoid foreign surveillance. They move at night, cutting all digital communication to prevent leaks. Soldiers breach the abandoned mine complex. First, they find empty fuel barrels and rusted tools. Then, a reinforced chamber with biometric locks, clearly not from the original mine design. 40 tons of gold bars, many stamped with marks of foreign companies that had supposedly closed years ago. Alongside the gold, they find ledgers, secret bank account details, and names of foreign officials who facilitated the theft. Evidence shows the gold was meant to be slowly smuggled out over decades to avoid detection. A chilling revelation. The operation was insured under shell companies based in offshore tax havens. Live footage of Ouagadougou, people dancing in the streets, interviews with locals. This gold is ours. It must build our future. Social media explodes with the hashtag #Gold for Burkina. Foreign governments deny involvement but remain suspiciously silent. Mining companies face sudden stock drops as investors fear more hidden scandals. African leaders praise Traoré's boldness. Some hint at launching their own gold recovery missions. But this is just the beginning. Satellite intelligence suggests there could be another 25 tons, buried not in Burkina Faso, but in a neighboring country. 40 tons of gold, gone without a trace. Nations searched, leaders denied, and the world forgot. But this week, Captain Ibrahim Traoré did the impossible. He found it, and where it was hidden will shock the entire world. Cut to rapid flashes, Traoré in uniform, dusty underground tunnels, crates stamped with foreign seals, gold bars under dim lights. 2014 to 2019, mysterious disappearance of gold shipments from Burkina Faso's state reserves. Official reports claimed it was transferred for safekeeping abroad, but no records existed. Whistleblowers hint at foreign corporate involvement in secret offshore vaults. How this loss crippled the country's economy and deepened public mistrust in international partners. Newly elected Captain Traoré begins digging into sealed archives, encounters resistance from former ministers and foreign agents, uses military intelligence networks to track suspicious cargo routes through neighboring countries. Coded documents hidden in old mining contracts point to an abandoned military airstrip. Traoré orders a midnight convoy to the site. Soldiers find rusted hangars, but one is welded shut. Inside, 20 sealed containers, each containing stacked gold bars marked with both Burkina Faso's insignia and foreign banking codes. Tension rises as drones spot unidentified vehicles approaching, forcing Traoré to secure the site quickly. Gold worth billions suddenly reappears under Traoré's control. Foreign governments demand proof it belongs to Burkina Faso. International media tries to downplay the story, but footage of Traoré with the gold goes viral. Experts say this recovery could rewrite Burkina Faso's economic future and strengthen African sovereignty. Traoré promises the gold will be used for infrastructure, education, and security. Mining corporations panic as more of their old deals come under scrutiny. The people hail him as a national hero. But intelligence sources warn this recovery is just the first battle in a much bigger war over Africa's resources. For 10 years, the people of Burkina Faso were told their gold was gone. Stolen, sold, or lost forever. They were told to forget, but one man refused to let it go. Soldiers in the desert, dusty crates being opened. Traoré walking with purpose. Quick text, 40 tons found in blood-red letters. 2013 to 2019, reports of temporary exports of gold for refinement abroad. Former officials quietly signed confidential agreements with foreign partners. Shipments never returned. Value at the time, $2.3 billion US dollars. Public outrage silenced by political threats. An old warehouse worker says he saw military trucks loading sealed containers with soldiers speaking a language not from here. After coming to power, Traoré secretly orders a review of all mining contracts from the past 15 years. Military intelligence intercepts encrypted emails between ex-ministers and foreign bank officials. Coded terms like shipment 27A and vault relocation appear repeatedly. A retired Air Force mechanic tells Traoré about an abandoned desert airstrip built during a foreign military operation years ago. Traoré's face hardens. The investigation becomes personal. Midnight. Traoré leads a convoy of 15 armored vehicles into the desert. Soldiers use infrared goggles. Drones scan the area. At the airstrip, they find a hangar welded shut, guarded by strange contractors who speak French with an unfamiliar accent. After a tense standoff, the guards are disarmed. Welds are cut. The metal doors grown open. Inside, 20 containers, each holding neatly stacked gold bars with Burkina Faso's official mint stamp and strange foreign banking codes. Just as soldiers begin loading the gold for transport, unidentified vehicles appear on the horizon. Drones confirm heavily armed mercenaries. A 15-minute armed standoff ends when the mercenaries retreat after realizing Traoré's forces are ready to fight. The gold is secured and moved to a heavily guarded state treasury facility. Western media questions the legitimacy of the gold's ownership. African nations applaud Traoré for defending sovereignty. Foreign mining corporations panic, fearing more hidden reserves might be uncovered. Social media explodes with hashtags like #gold for Burkina and #Traoré the Lion. This gold belongs to the people, and it will serve them. Plans are revealed, 30% for infrastructure, roads, bridges, schools, 20% for national defense. The rest invested in technology, farming, and healthcare. Ordinary citizens celebrate in the streets, calling it the day our dignity returned. Analysts warn, if Traoré could find this, imagine what else is hidden. Mining giants and foreign governments are now re-evaluating their African deals. Closing narration over slow footage of gold bars being locked in vaults. 40 tons of gold may have been found, but the fight for Africa's resources has only just begun. Fade out with deep drum beats and black screen, to be continued.